We are what we repeatedly do, Sean Covey. My friends, each and every day, if you want to be a trader, if you want to be an investor, if you want to be someone who can chart stocks, then remember, you are what you repeatedly do. And that is each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, track these markets with us. Learn by doing. Let's talk about what the markets did today. It's a down day for everything. However, when we ran the numbers today for our Patreon members, that is the trade execution summary grid and the 5-day plus forecast, we've got crazy probabilities for tomorrow of the market going up. Now, again, I look at the math, I go through these equations, I see, again, one reason that the engineers who listen to this show are not billionaires is because it's not just a numbers game. There's part art, there's part science to this whole thing, and it's experiential, meaning that you have to practice and go through these numbers each and every day. You guys see me as I am updating for you the trend lines. I try to keep them updated. It's important to find trend lines that actually work, that aren't horizontal like we're seeing on 20-year U.S. government bonds. That doesn't do too much for us. Neither does the gold trend line right now do a lot for us. It's better than the almost horizontal line of 20-year U.S. government bonds. And Bitcoin, we're updating that a little bit. And again, we like to connect 3 trend lines, don't we? Sometimes you can't, or 3 candles rather. We're not able to do that. And as we look at where this week is starting off on these charts, you can see where the high last week on the S&P 500 was 512.39. Today, I'm sorry, where did I come up with 5? $712.39. We look at today, the high, 709.91. The charts were down. The S&P was down just a little bit, 0.20 for the day, so almost flat. We can see how we are well above the weekly trend line on the half day and the 2-day as things have just shot up. This, of course, represents what? This latest 2-day is Friday, which was a nice up day, and Monday, which was a little bit of a pullback, and we did reach average volume. Markets were down volume-wise on Monday. We can see on the S&P quite substantially, but nonetheless, because of all the movement on Friday, it did get up to average volume on the 2-day. It did not on the weekly, as you can see. It did on the half day, but the week was lacking. These last 2 weeks have been. We didn't quite get up to average volume back on the week beginning the 30th of March. And that was sort of the interim low. And these last 30 weeks, we see green candles pushing above what had been that prior high, with a couple of times hitting that. And we'll see how this week continues to comport. We look at where we are with the NASDAQ, and we can see that the 2-day candles, even though they've been heading up for many, many days, have been well below average volume last week and the week before, and the week before that. Have to go all the way back to the 23rd of March to hit average volume when things were pulling back. And again, up 0.32%. These are Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. They are different than your typical. If you hadn't taken that training on Heikin-Ashi, I'll put it in today's video for you so you can see it. It'll be attached at the end of this video. Good training so you understand what it is we're looking at. It's good to repeat that every now and then and just see the calculations so you can keep in your mind straight what it is you are seeing when you're seeing a Heikin-Ashi candle. It is a lot of averages there of things like the high, low, open, close. And again, it's just, I love Heikin-Ashis. I learned regular Japanese candlesticks and then later on switched over. I would never go back. They help me. They help take out so much of the frustration with regular candlesticks, with all sorts of, gaps and different little things that you need to learn and that don't always work. I just find Heikin-Ashi candlesticks are so much better in helping you see the average pace and change of price. So a pullback on Monday. We'll see how things go. Again, on the NASDAQ, we're also, when you look at those of you who are Patreon members, the rest of you can see it tomorrow at the close of business, but I've already sent it out to all the Patreon members today, the trade execution summary grid and the 5-day plus analysis. Very high numbers, above 80% for up movement on the NASDAQ and the S&P. I'll be curious to see if that is what happens. Let's look at where we are, 20-year U.S. government bonds. I'm trying to speak too fast. We've had 3 weeks of spinning tops, almost dojis there. I guess maybe you could call them dojis. This week, starting off with a little green up. That's subject to change. Flat for the day, really 0.02%. But you can see on the 2-day chart as things have just continued to move up over time. As far as drifting upward, it's hard to see, but it looks like it is slowly, inexorably happening. We'll see if it continues. Again, check out the trade execution summary grid and the percentages and the back tests that we give you there. It is interesting stuff to look at, but right now, nothing really on bonds. Gold pulling back 0.86%. It's only beaten by Bitcoin, about twice that for the day. But again, we have green up candles. You can see on the 2-day, we've had green for quite a while. You can see as things have slowly moved up back and forth on the half-day, staying just above that weekly trend line as gold has tried to trend upward. But again, no volume to back any of this up. It's like the market's scared, and I just totally understand that. Why? Well, gosh, everything that's going on in the Middle East could just a missile slamming into a ship in the Strait of Hormuz and everything on fire could just crash the markets easily. What do we see going on with HODL pulling back? 1.60% for the day, but not a big deal for Bitcoin. We can see as Bitcoin has just continued to move up. Again, we aren't hitting the high of last week yet. We haven't had any volume for weeks on Bitcoin. Green candle right now. We'll see if Bitcoin's making a bottom. It could be. Not today. Not helping out, and we'll see if things recover on Tuesday and Wednesday and continue to go up. That is where we are, my friends, as we end the day on Monday, looking to an exciting week of trading like it almost always is these days. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.